What's going on, YouTubers? It's your boy once again, RKO2582, here to do the final installment of my personal African American Wrestler Chronicles. And I've gone through MVP, Shelton Benjamin, Booker T, and Kofi Kingston. And I have saved the best for last. You know this man. He is a 7-time WWE champion. And he is the most electrifying man in all of entertainment, The Rock. And I'm about to show you a clip from this past WrestleMania 27, my experience of seeing The Rock. Check it out.
No doubt about it. No crying to your mama. No way on God's reader. Under God's hot sun in this beautiful Georgia dome. Will this match end like that?
Yeah! Speak the truth, Brock. Speak the truth.
Take your little cat out. Take your little computer. Take your awesome. Take your fruity pebbles. Roll them all over the ball.
You turn those so bitches sideways and stick it straight up their panty ass.
It is time to give the people what they want.
Rocky! Oh man, that dude knows how to get the crowd, in the palm of his hands like only The Rock can. And whew, and like I said before, The Rock is half Samoan and half African American. So without further ado, let's get this Rock discussion underway.
If you smell what the Rock is cooking.
How I was introduced to The Rock. As you already know, I didn't watch wrestling until around like late '97, going into '98. And the first time I got the attention of The Rock was, of course, when he joined the corporation, and that was the time I hated his guts, and I was cheering for Stone Cold. I know going into WrestleMania 15, and they had the beginning of what I've said time and time again, the perfect wrestling rivalry you could ask for. And after that match he had at WrestleMania 15, which I'll talk to you about in the next part of this, that was when The Rock became a fan favorite, and I've liked him ever since. So let's not waste any time and get to my favorite matches of the great one, The Rock.
If you smell what the Rock is cooking.
Alright, my favorite personal matches of The Rock, and there's a ton of them, so I'm going to try to keep them a little brief, Alright, you have, of course, The Rock versus Stone Cold Steve Austin at WrestleMania 15. The first time these two had faced off, two of the biggest names in the company at that time. Took the company to new heights never seen before. This match was awesome as hell. The first time I watched this match was a friend of mine lending me the Rock's DVD he made back in 2008, the most electrifying man in sports entertainment DVD, and it only had just his matches. But I need to get his recent one. I need to get that one bad. But anyway, this match was a really good match. I enjoyed it all the way through. But in the end, even with the corporation getting involved, Stone Cold hits the stunner, 1, 2, 3. Your winner and the new champ, Stone Cold Steve Austin, once again. So, great match. Next one I enjoyed, which I remember this from beginning to end, The Rock versus Triple H on the first network television broadcast of SmackDown back in August 26, 1999. And guess who the special guest referee was? HBK Shawn Michaels. And this was a really good match. I enjoyed this all the way through. And you know what happened towards the end of that match. HBK, and I hated him at this time. He sweet chin music. The Rock was about to hit the people double, and then Triple H still retains the WWE title. So I was like, man, that sucks. And of course, I enjoyed The Rock versus Triple H at Backlash 2000. Oh my God, the crowd was getting involved in this, and I was too. And once again, I watched this match thanks to my friend of mine, Charles, with the DVD. I just mentioned earlier. And this was really good too, and I enjoyed it very much. And of course, when Stone Cold got involved, because you know Stone Cold was a wild card in this, because I remember, the last match going into this match, and I remember completely with Stone Cold, I know, destroying the DX Express, epic moment for me. So happy I witnessed that. I was a kid. All right, and towards the end, Stone Cold was kicking everybody's ass, and The Rock gets revenge after what happened at WrestleMania 2000 when he got screwed by Triple H and McMahon. And Rock redeems himself and he wins the title. And I was like, yes, finally, The Rock back on top. And then next, the second encounter between Stone Cold and The Rock at WrestleMania 17. It was in Stone Cold's home of Houston, Texas. Um, yeah, this match was really good. It was even just as good as their last one, if not better. And this match had every involvement. They kept hitting their finishers out of nowhere. It was insane and pretty much a dramatic, pretty much if not the most heartbreaking feeling that I had as a wrestling fan when I saw Stone Cold Steve Austin and McMahon work together to beat The Rock. And Paul Heyman couldn't have said it better. The Austin had sold his soul to the devil himself, and I just wanted to cry my eyes out right there and then. Damn. And yeah, all right. And of course, I would be crazy if I didn't bring up this match: The Rock versus Hollywood Hulk Hogan at WrestleMania 18. Oh my God. Around 10 years ago, around this time, we're getting close to WrestleMania 28, but we're not going to talk about that just yet. But this match is legendary in every sense of the word. I mean, these two names, you had icon versus icon. You had Hulk Hogan repping his generation at the time, and Rock was representing my generation while it was still new and fresh and stuff. And I've told many people many, many times the crowd, the atmosphere made this match. Hands down. It was amazing. I mean, I've watched this match over and over again. It never gets tiresome at all. It's just amazing that the people in the air, that the Toronto Sky Dome had epic crowd support for either Rock or Hogan. And then in the end, The Rock beats Hogan with 3 rock bombs and a people's elbow. And all I have to say, and then it's just memorable, man. Very memorable. And I'm hoping The Rock and John Cena gets that same atmosphere at WrestleMania 28. That's the big payoff I really want for that. All right. Next we have The Rock versus Ric Flair on a June 12th episode of Raw back in 2002. This was a really good match, even for a TV match. This was really good. And I recently watched this match on YouTube the other day, and it was a really good match. And I enjoyed it very much. And I mean, and I'm happy that The Rock respected Ric Flair and stuff. So not only he beat Hulk Hogan, he beat Ric Flair too. So he hung with the best. Man, it was amazing. I enjoyed it. Alright, next you had The Rock versus Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam 2002 for the WWE Championship. What more can I say about this match that hasn't already been said? I mean, you had the perfect build-up you could ask for, the hype leading up to it, and the big payoff was surprisingly Brock Lesnar being the great one for the WWE title, and Brock Lesnar became the youngest WWE champ in WWE history, and he still holds that record even today. So, man, and last but certainly not least, recently at this past WWE Survivor Series back in November of last year, The Rock and John Cena joining forces for the first and, unfortunately, the last time. Never before, never again. Going up against the Awesome Truth, The Miz, and R-Truth, and I have to say, and I've said this many times, The Rock was the true MVP in that match. He made Cena look like a chump, even though I like Cena. He made Miz look like a chump. He made R-Truth look like a chump. All people cared about was The Rock kicking ass and then some. You know, he didn't do too much in the match, but still, it was good enough. So that he still had it and then some after 7 years. Looked like he didn't miss a day. It was just amazing. And of course, at the end, of course, Rock giving a bam rock bottom to Cena, and I marked out for that. So it was epic and good. And for the first time in a while, it made the fans go home happy. So that's what I liked about it. And now on to my favorite promos and segment.
If you smell what the Rock is cooking.
Alright, my favorite Rock promos and segments. I'd be crazy if I didn't bring these up. Alright, of course I'm kicking off with the one that stood out to me the most as a kid. Back in the Attitude Era, of course. The Rock and Sock, This Is Your Life. Oh my god. This had me in stitches. You know, when Mankind was bringing out the Rock's gym teacher, home ec teacher, and and of course the one that really had me in stitches when he brought his high school sweetheart and stuff. It was hilarious. I like when he was like, "Go Rock." He's like, "You want to? I know second base. Well, guess what? You cut the Rock off at second base." And then he's like, "All I have to say to you is, the Rock doesn't hold a grudge, but all I gotta say to you is, poontang your ass on out of here." And I was in stitches. It was too hilarious. And then I like when he did the home ec teaching me saying, "Have your no Aunt Jemima have an ass." It was hilarious. Oh my god. And still to this day, it is one of the most highest rated segments in WWE Monday Night Raw history. And second being, of course, Edge's live sex celebration. Alright, another of my favorite Rock promos and segments is, of course, when he made the promo going into the Armageddon Hell in a Cell match in Armageddon. It was awesome, and I like how he made fun of all the competitors. He made fun of Triple H with the game, Triple H in the middle of the ring, and he has a $2 look for a wife. And of course, when he makes fun of Taker, say, "I'm gonna be his ass so bad one more time that rest in peace." And then of course Rikishi saying, "I did it for the Rock. I did it for the people. I did it. Oh, shut your mouth, you thong wearing fatty." And then, oh my god. And then Kurt Angle saying, "I'm gonna take a big glass of milk and take 3 Viagra." And then, of course, Stone Cold Steve Austin saying, "I'm going to get in my pickup truck, drink some Steve Austin, listen to some Backstreet Boys, and that's the bottom line, because the great one says so." Happy stitches. Oh my god. Oh man. Too much. Rock was gold. Rock was gold as always. On the promo he cut on Triple H, Lesnar, and Paul Heyman at the same time, it was hilarious. He made fun of saying, "We can go way back in the colonial days. It's George Washington and Benedict Helmsley." He's like, "I cannot tell a lie. You are a monkey face, and the Constitution struck his ass. Wham!" And then he's like, "We're little babies." He's like, "Triple H, my dad burned that damn rat." Look around, Ronald stuck right up his ass. Wham! And then, and then when he got on the Lesnar and stuff, and Paul Heyman was like laying naked on the beach, watching Brock Lesnar work out like a big fat horse chewing on Brock. He's like, "Nobody wants to see that crap." It was hilarious. Oh my god. And of course the Rock concerts 1 and 2, but the first one was the best one. When he was making fun of Stone Cold Steve Austin, and of course when he was singing, "Leaving Sacramento, Sacramento, there I go, leaving Sacramento." Got some fat ass women, man, the Rock is gonna just fade up. And then I marked out with me that, "But I'll be sure to come back when the Lakers beat the Kings." And man, the fans booed his ass big time. "I'll be sure to come back when the Lakers beat the Kings in May." Oh god, Rock was too much in that. And then of course the Hurricane getting involved, it was just too funny. And then he's like, "Oh man, arrest him, that's a hamburger, arrest his ass." He's like, he's guilty of shoving chicken McNuggets straight up his ass. And then of course Austin sneaks in and he beats the shit out of him. It was hilarious. And then the second one was here in my hometown of Atlanta when he was facing Goldberg, who I wanted to beat him at the time, and he was only Goldberg in his own hometown, which is surprising. And he brought out Gilbert. Who remembers Gilbert? I do. Yeah, he was funny. And then he was like, "Take it to the break, I figured that no. Your town's a joke and your mom's a hoe." And I was like, no, Rock. Rock was wrong for that. I really did not like when Rock went there. I was like, he did not go there. He's like, "Stop your feet, slap your hands, cause your mama's a big fat hoe, damn it." It was hilarious and wrong. Oh god. And of course, the Rock's promo going into this match at Goldberg Backlash, and he was saying like, "Yeah, giggle panties," with the Terry saying, "The only thing the Rock hasn't done is make a white baby." It was hilarious. He's like, "Yeah, I've done it all." And then of course the closing line saying, like, "Bill Goldberg, the Rock ain't next. You're next. You whisker, biscuit, ball-headed bitch." I was like, damn. Oh my god. Boy, did The Rock ever regret saying that. After the match, I like the promo he did after the match too. He's like, "Ooh, I ain't never got my ass whooped fast like that in my life." And then this dude, this big bald headed dude was giving The Rock the finger, and The Rock's like, "Hey," he's like, "He giving me the finger?" He's like, and he's just like, "Hey man," he's like, "I get more pie than you get in a lifetime, man." I was like, yeah. I was like, oh my god. I can go on and on about my favorite promos and segments, but I want to continue. Let's move on to when The Rock left for Hollywood. After The Rock said he done it all, he went on to the next best thing, going to Hollywood. And he made some good movies like The Mummy Returns, of course. I mean, The Scorpion King, The Walking Tall, The Rundown, all these movies. And he's done good on almost all of them. Thank God I didn't see The Tooth Fairy, but that's for another time. And it was just, I mean, yeah, The Rock was doing his thing and stuff. And of course, I remember when he said in some interview that he said he didn't want to be called The Rock anymore. I just want to be called Dwayne Johnson. That kind of hurt me as a wrestling fan. I was like, oh my god. I was like, Rock, dude, that's what makes you who you are. And then after years and years gone by, I started to lose a little faith in Rock. And I was thinking like, he ain't never coming back. He's like, I was like saying like, he ain't gonna come back when pigs fly. And then I remember me and my dad listening to a sports show. They were talking about who their favorite wrestlers of all time were. And my dad said that his favorite was, of course, Stone Cold, because we were bars. And he said it was a tie between Stone Cold and Ric Flair. And then he said when it got to The Rock, he said, oh, The Rock didn't stay long enough and stuff, because pretty much he was losing faith too in The Rock, like not caring about the business and stuff. And then it happened. Now on to his epic 2011 return of last year.
If you smell what The Rock is cooking.
When The Rock came back last year, around this time, this month, February, even though it's the last day of February right now, but it's when tell me you were not marking out like you were 9, 10 years old, whatever age you were. Oh no, watching The Rock back in the day. That's how it felt to me. It was a special place in my heart. I remember me calling my friend Brian, and we were marking out over the phone when The Rock was revealed as a special guest host for WrestleMania 27, which I was a part of. And I was so happy, and I was thankful I got my ticket way before he was revealed. That made it even better for me. It was just epic, and of course his promo, that 20-minute promo, oh my god. I mean, before The Rock came back, I think the fans were, it was starting to get a little stale and stuff, but when The Rock came back, I had to say he brought the passion, yes, the passion back into the WWE fans and stuff, or fans in general, because that boy, they needed some passion, trust me. And it just, I mean, and then the promo when he owned the Miz, it was hilarious. Saying, "You go around shoot your mouth off, telling everyone how awesome you are. You 100% undoubtedly, unquestionably, 100% completely suck. And I agree. And of course, with Michael Cole, he's like, whoa, 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 whoa. He's like, well, get out of here, take the fire mouth, you'll never get it back. It was hilarious. And of course, when he owned John Cena, and when he's like, so let me get this straight. The WWE has gone from the powerful Austin 316 to the dominant and iconic, can you smell what the Rock is cooking? All the way to, you can't see me. You can't see me. Like, you can't. Like, when you playing Peekaboo, I can see you. Can you see me? Oh, believe me, we all can see you. We all can see you. A blindfolding, sleeping, stuck in the basement, Stevie Wonder can see your monkey ass. I was like, damn. The Rock show, he still had it and then some. It was just epic. And then after WrestleMania 27, we got the announcement that we're pretty much getting to close to a year-long build between The Rock versus John Cena at WrestleMania 28 in The Rock's hometown of Miami, Florida. Wish I was there. Damn. And stuff, and I enjoyed that when they announced that. I was surprised. I was like, damn, imagine it a year in advance. That's never been done before. So, man, and I enjoyed The Rock's birthday celebration. I was surprised he had this birthday in the same month as mine, in May. So, and of course, like I said before, Survivor Series 2011, Rock's first match in 7 years. What can I say? And of course, and hearing that he's gonna take part in next year's WrestleMania 29 in the New Jersey, in the MetLife Stadium. And I'm hearing rumors that he might take part in this year's SummerSlam. I hope it gets confirmed. If that happens, that would be the first time The Rock ever appeared in SummerSlam since 2002. It would be 10 years. And I want that to happen. That would make SummerSlam get them buy rates, hopefully. And now, on to my final thoughts.
If you smell what The Rock is cooking.
Alright, my final thoughts on The Rock. After his comeback last year around this time, I was officially a renewed member of Team Bring It from that point on. And I've learned after that night, never, and The Rock means never, doubt the Great One. And it was just, and I hope he makes WrestleMania 29 electrifying too. I wonder what he's going to do. Is he going to have a match or not or something like that? But we'll see. And I'm hoping, like I said, they confirm SummerSlam 2012 or something. I hope so. And I wouldn't mind Cena and Rock having a rematch because, hey, they did it for Hogan and Rock back in the day, so why not? But that's just me. And and The Rock, I'm so happy The Rock has renewed my passion for wrestling. So, once again, I was always passionate, but when The Rock came, he made my passion once again like I hadn't felt since the Attitude Era. So, it was just amazing and stuff. And so, I'm happy for The Rock coming back and paying us back and stuff, showing that he really does care for WWE and he's being more grateful than he was before. And all I gotta say to guys, that's it for all my African American Wrestler Chronicles. This is it, y'all. You can go back and look at my other ones on my playlist and stuff. So I want to thank you for you guys sticking with me through all the installments for this series. And 365 Black, as always. And boots to asses! Boots to asses! Team Bring It, baby. All damn day and all damn night. 24/7 and 365. This is your boy RKL2582, and when I close out, you will see me taping the final minutes of WrestleMania, and after when the cameras went off. It's a special treat for you guys. So, Team Bring It. Take care.
Electrifying move is sports and entertainment. People's elbow. He got a bow. He got a bow. Woo! Holla freaking Woo! That's how you end WrestleMania. That's how you end it.